Hello everyone. I just finished a live stream and with the help of you, my friends and audience, decided to not do the second portrait in the same live stream, but to make a split. And now this is the second live stream and Mark is here. Mark, so great to have you here. You joined right at the end of the last live stream and the flourishing artist is here again. Hello, hello. So nice to have you here. So great. So we're just going to keep sketching now, and I'm not sure who this is, but I think that they're definitely from the film The Eternal Song, and I just finished a live stream where we did a portrait of Anastasio Peralta, who is a leader of the Guarani Kiowa in Brazil, and I think this was in the same kind of cut that perhaps they are from the same community, but this is an incredible film which was filmed I think in 11 different countries, something like 16 different communities, and it is really, it's just an amazing film and I can't recommend it enough. Elizabeth's you saw the end of the last one and now you're here. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for being here. Andrea and Fred. Yes, I did it. We went straight from one live stream to the next one. And Mark completely missed the first one. Lewis is here as well. This is so cool. What a wonderful day today. Twice we get to draw together. So let's just keep doing it, shall we? Let's keep sketching. Here is the portrait I just finished. Of Anastasio Peralta, and I've kind of envisioned that I'm going to continue the next portrait right next to this one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to move my camera over here, my tripod, and keep sketching. So thank you for being here with me. And if you're watching the replay, say hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Always love to hear from you. I really appreciate this opportunity to be able to be here and to create together. All right, this looks like it's in the right place. Yeah, cool. All right, so another wonderful reference, incredible film. There is a link to the film in the description. You can go watch it, check it out, and let us continue, shall we? I've wondered, I thought a while back, Michelle, 2 today, a definite lottery ticket for today. Yeah, the average of how many live streams you've been able to watch live has just increased enormously. Martina, you're just keeping it on screen for now, we'll draw later. Yeah, thank you so much for just letting this play so that YouTube thinks, hey, people like this, they want to watch it. So liking, thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, those are 2 for free ways, or just letting the video play, 2 ways that you can send a message to live stream to YouTube that this is worth watching, and maybe other people will be invited to join the fun as well, because for me, this is definitely a lot of fun and I really appreciate having you here. Gretchen, you missed the first one and here you are now. That's so great. All right, so let's do it. Let's keep drawing, shall we? How far am I? This is the edge of what you can see. The crop, the cinematic crop, the black bars top and bottom are really kind of pushing. This is making this a very different kind of format to how I usually work, like with that crop through the top of the head. But I figured in the composition on the whole page, it could be kind of interesting. So I'm going to nestle the back of the head, the hair in around here, and use the top part of the page for this portrait. That's my idea. That's what I'm going to try and do. And once again, I'm working with the water brush and the parallel pen, which is a combination which I greatly enjoy. Kiki, you're watching for now. So nice to see you here, Kiki. All right, I'll start with the pencil first. I'll try and do this one a bit briefer. I'm sure there is no value judgment on the person who we are drawing. I was just saying at the end of the last one, I've been so, like, I've felt like I want to spend more time with these people and these faces. What they are sharing, and the film I think is so powerful and important and wonderful. And but I'll see. I'm not setting a time limit for myself, but I do have my dear children to prepare the space for a welcome home, and from school. So I'll see what happens if I give myself just the feeling of having a bit more of a time constraint without actually putting like a stopwatch on. See what happens, because sometimes when we remain in the practice, I'm also warmed up, I guess, because just spent 40 minutes working on a portrait. But yeah, sometimes it can be surprising what is achievable in a brief span of time, especially if we're within the practice. We're warmed up, ready to go, going from one to the next. This is something that my weekly Tuesday Zoom sessions, which everyone is welcome to join. I would love you to sketch with us on Tuesdays. That has really showed me that, wow, I can make something in 6 minutes that sometimes I feel more satisfaction with that 6-minute drawing than I can if I spend an hour on something. Not all the time, but sometimes. So that has really taught me that also just a brief and concentrated practice can be a wonderful thing. Oh, you can hardly see this, so I'll zoom in, get a bit closer. Hi Bradley, nice to have you here. Gretchen, I would love to see what you're doing with your brush pen. So I just mentioned in the last live stream, which just happened, that I would love to see your work. And there are multiple ways in which you can share. We have the Discord server where I share the reference, and I really appreciate the sense of community there. And I was just thinking today, I wonder, it was just a thought I had while I was preparing lunch. I was like, I wonder for the sense of community. I know that Discord, something I have not yet done there's like video rooms where you can just hang out and chat. And I haven't used that yet on Discord. And I've wondered maybe like having a weekly appointment where we can just hang out and draw together, and everyone can kind of do what they're doing or just check in, say hello, like a kind of without having much of a plan of what that could be. I just thought perhaps it could be interesting, because I love having you here in the chat on YouTube, and I just wonder how to. I was just saying in the last live stream how there are so many people online that I just feel like such a strong, passionate sense of life and love and connection to, and we've never met. And sometimes I just see your usernames here, or I see your work on the Discord server, and there are also people I have met or people that I've had on the Drawn Together show, and there are all these different ways of connecting to people, and just the sense of creating together and being connected is something that I deeply appreciate and enjoy, and is important. And so I was just wondering today, I wonder how within our fun little drawing group to cultivate even more opportunities to feel like, we're friends hanging out doing this together. And I was thinking maybe perhaps a weekly video hangout, and it could just be like, I don't know, half an hour, or just like the Zoom session is like that anyway, but it's at a time when I know not everyone can be there, and some people for whatever reason have not yet joined. And yeah, just let me know if you think that's interesting. If you're here now and you're like, oh yeah, just like a hangout and draw or just chat, if that's something that you think would be interesting. Because it was just an idea today. And I'm here sharing that idea with you. Oh yes, Elizabeth. Do I have any paid subscribers on YouTube? You can subscribe to YouTube for free. Subscribing on YouTube means that you get notified when you log into YouTube and I've made something new. Maybe it will come up in your opening page because, hey, you recently watched Dylan's thing. Maybe you'd like to watch this. So subscribing on YouTube is free. And the Discord server is free. If you would like to support my work financially, then there is a Patreon where I make monthly videos. But I do a lot for that. I just want people to be there and to enjoy and create together. And the Discord server, these live streams, there is no monetary gatekeeping. It's just about drawing and creating together. So anyone who wants to is very welcome to join. And anyone who is able to support me financially with what I do, I appreciate that very much too. And there are a lot of links in my descriptions. There is a Patreon link, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link. Yeah, those are a couple of ways. But yeah, for sure, Discord, YouTube, it's all just about creating together. Even my Tuesday sessions, they're €6 or pay what you want, because they were born in a time in lockdown in 2020, and I knew so many people who were like, well, I don't know how I'm going to pay the rent, and I was like, just come and draw with me. If you're able to contribute, thank you so much, and if not, you are also welcome. Let's just create together. Yes, Kiki, you already said Discord is available to everyone, and there is a link to Discord in the description. And Michelle says, yes, like a co-working art thing. I can put the link right in the chat here. I think I'm the only one who can share links to the chat, because other people have tried and not been able to. So I think that is something that only I have the power to do within the live stream. So I will do it. And then you'll have the link. There we go. But it is... Okay, Elizabeth, you don't see the link. It's definitely in the description. But I know there are a lot of things in the description. And I've also wondered myself, how could it be more concise? Maybe there could be some formatting, because it's just like this block of text and lots of links. And I was just thinking today, how can I make that more visually understandable? Because there's so much going on in there. I'm linking to this film, The Eternal Song, because I think it's incredible. And I'm linking to the art supplies that I'm using. If you want to get the pen and the water brush that I've been using, you can follow those links. Linking to my Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee, the Discord server, the link for Tuesdays if you want to come and sketch with us. There were just so many links in there. And just today I was like, how can anyone apart from me understand this? You really need to take the time to sit with it and read it if you wish to understand. So that's a project. Thank you for bringing it up, Elizabeth. You've entered the Discord. Welcome, welcome. So I'm going to be making a video sometime in the near future about the Discord server, because there's a lot going on there. But there is a daily reference chat. And if you were to join that chat, then you'll see the links, the references. The most recent 50 references are pinned, because you can only pin 50 posts. So if you go to pinned posts in the daily reference chat, you'll find the most 50 recent references, which is great if you just want to jump into that. And our dog is barking. I wonder if the door is about to ring. It's not our dog, actually. It's our friend, who is a dog, and she comes to visit us once a week. She's her own dog, and she's our friend. and she's usually not with us. She's with friends of ours. She likes to bark at people if she doesn't know them. Sometimes even if she has met them in the past, she'll still be barking. So can you hear her? Yeah, so I will be making a video sometime soon about the Discord server, because a lot of people who are not familiar with Discord come into it and they're like, what is going on here? And that is something I would like to address, because I would like as many of you as possible to be able to find your way. But the main things of interest in the Discord server are the daily reference chat. If you come to the Tuesday drawing groups, then there is a Tuesday drawing chat where you can see what people have been doing on Tuesdays and you can post work there. There is a feedback and loving critique channel. There is a resources channel, materials channel where people share different resources and materials that they use. And sometimes if I'm using something, like we had a watercolor month and Lewis did all these amazing watercolor like color explanation studies that he posted in there. That was really cool. So there's lots of things there, and that's great. Thank you for joining. Thank you to everyone who's there. All right. Polly has stopped barking, but gave me more of that sense of like, okay, I've got to finish this. It can't take as long as the last one did. All right, we're at 16 minutes now. Oh, just barking again. Gretchen, you'll be looking forward to the explanation video. Yeah. So I think there's maybe some people are able to just kind of figure it out, but I know for some people it's like, what is this? It's different. For me, it felt very much like old chat rooms that I was familiar with when I was, I think it was like my last year of high school, which was the year 2000. And there were these chat forum websites which had no fancy imagery. It was all text based, but there were like would be these different rooms you could be in that had different topics and focus, and people would be chatting internationally, and it was really cool. I remember I had a friend from Scotland called Claire who I met in one of these chat rooms, and she sent me a Christmas card one year. So yeah, since high school, I have experienced the internet as a place of connectivity, international connectivity, and it's been really wonderful seeing with the Eternal Song conversation series that people from around the globe have been connecting with a beautiful intent and purpose. And yeah, it's really many seeds of hope and connection have been planted with this film and this series of conversations. And it is very exciting, hopeful moment to see what could grow from those seeds that have been planted. It's really whatever else the internet and social media is, it is also that. It is also connection and empowering. And though it's very different to be in the real world, sitting with people, I would love to be sitting around a table with you drawing together. But I also love the fact that we're able to be here creating like this. So it's interesting jumping from one live stream to the next. I have considered perhaps someday, because sometimes Kira goes with the kids and she's like, you can just work the whole time we're gone, which is a good thing because I guess there are different aspects. It's not all just drawing portraits. Like I'm trying to figure out how, like, what is the business side of what I do, and because that, there's a lot of consideration, a lot of kind of work in addition to drawing portraits. But I love it. It's so cool. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this. And so when Kira has said a while back, she's like, so when I'm gone, you can just work the whole time if you want. We recently had the weekend together, which was wonderful and a rare opportunity to just be the two of us for 2 days. And Kira had said, you've managed to make your hobby your profession. And it's we met up with Sabra and we're talking business and just not only, but it was just so wonderful. And it is truly a gift to be able to focus on this so much, and I'm really happy to be able to share it. So I have thought, when Kira has said, if we go for the whole weekend and you can just work the whole time, I was like, what would it be like to do like a live stream marathon? I wonder if that is, like, what would that be like? To just be here and other people would like pop in, pop out. Because I know other people have hosted like life drawing marathons where they do like a whole day of life drawing sessions and stuff. And yeah, it's just something I've very briefly considered. And I don't know when and if that would happen, but I wonder what it would be like. You can tell me what you think. What would that be like? All right, 22 minutes. Not finished, but I'm feeling like it could be time to wrap this up. Because if you joined just now, you may not realize that this live stream is happening right after another 45-minute live stream, which is on the other side of this page. And I'm so glad to have been able to be here, to have all of you here. So thank you to everyone who has been able to join live or who's watching the replay. Maybe I'll quickly put some brushwork in. Oh, Kiki loves the idea of a live stream marathon. Yeah, wouldn't it? Okay, that's another seed that has been planted, okay? We're talking about it. It could become a thing. So I don't know if it's in September of this year or next year, but Kira's going to be gone with the kids for a while. Mutterkindkur, which is a German thing. And that was the context where I was like, oh, okay, so if you're gone for 3 days or 4 or whatever it is, like if I got heaps of reference organized, or maybe this is something I've often thought about, that perhaps it could also be reference on the fly. Like maybe in the chat, someone's like, or in the Discord server, someone's like, oh, this is really cool. We were just talking about this thing. How about we draw this person? And then bam, there's like the reference photo and we just start working from that. Like, I love the idea of a co-created, spontaneous, creative session. Like that could be really cool. Maybe having the Zoom room or the Discord room open at the same time. So there can be voice conversation between us as well as the live stream. Could be a very interesting experiment. And then to be like since I've started doing the daily live streams, I haven't done a 2-hour live stream for a long time where we did lots of portraits. So that was like kind of part of the idea as well. Like could just in one day do so many portraits. Okay, Polly's barking again. our dear dog friend, perhaps would like some company. Company, I think I just said. Some company. And now the phone's ringing too. Okay, it's time to go, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a treat. Here are today's 2 portraits. Thank you, everyone. If you haven't already, check out the Eternal Song. And I appreciate your company and your presence. Put a drawing hand emoji in the chat if you have made it all the way to the end. Laters, Eddie. A challenge for charity. That's a cool idea. Yeah. Oh, there are so many charities I would love to raise money for. That's a cool idea. Homazum. This will be the only type of marathon that you like. It sounds appealing to me too. I could not run for a whole day, but I could draw for a whole day. Maybe with some movement breaks in between. We could get a guest in who could guide some movement, or we could just all get out into nature for a bit. Something to think about. This is like a long-term trajectory idea that we can do together. Yeah, cool. Thanks for being here, everyone. You're so great. Thank you to our muses who are also so great. Thank you to this wonderful planet that we live on, which is so great. And I look forward to sketching again with you tomorrow. Laters. Take care, everyone. Drink water. Look out for each other. And spread loving awareness and compassion.